Hello viewers, is the CS for Internal Security Professor Kithure Kindiki on condemning the Deputy President on the issue of one man, one vote, one shilling. This is Machuka Nyarieko TV, and today we shall focus on that pertinent issue that is now dominating minds of most people in our Republic of Kenya. But before we do that, I will request those viewing this channel for the first time to kindly subscribe so that we can keep on moving. And those who are our subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. The channel aimed at giving you with specific information and ideas so that they can enable you to make informed decisions, especially on matters of governance, political issues, social and economic. Back to our topic, there's been issues relating to the topic that emerged shortly before the Limuru 3 on the one shilling, one man and one vote from the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Before I answer that question and the remarks that were made by the Interior CS Kithure Kindiki that the message was barbaric and ethnic, which supposedly can divide people into their ethnic cocoons, I want to give an example which I normally give to most of those I guide most of the time. This will inform you to understand the nature of the debate that is taking place in Kenya. And that I will give an example of 4 people in relation with tackling the issue of Kenyan security. That is, having Kenya that is free from Al-Shabaab, a secure Kenya. If I today put Uhuru Kenyatta here, the former president, William Ruto, the current president, Moses Wetangula, the Speaker of National Assembly, and Raila Odinga, the former Prime Minister, and ask them that question, how can we have Kenya that is free from Al-Shabaab? They will definitely give different answers. That is their thinking. We cannot kill them because that is what they believe. For example, on that same question, if you ask former President Uhuru Kenyatta, he will tell you, for Kenya to be free, you just take all of the armed forces from Kenya and put them in Somalia, just as Mike Kibaki will say, so that they can ensure no groups are growing there that can come and attack Kenya. The same question asked to William Ruto, he will do the same thing he's doing in the northern parts, West Pokot and Turkana, Baringo, where we have issues. He will look for land along the northern parts to build military camps for him, and he strongly believes that if there is military camps along the borders, then Kenya will be very much secure, and we cannot kill him for that. That is his idea. If you ask Raila the same question, Raila will tell you, if you want Kenyans to be very free, take the military out of Somalia. That we have insecurity because our men in uniform are in Somalia. We can also not condemn Raila for that, because once, for example, you go in the ballot box and vote for those 3 people, just be sure that that is what they are likely to do, because that is how they think that issue can be best solved. If you ask Moses Wetangula, the Speaker of National Assembly, he may tell you that just construct perimeter wall along the northeastern parts, so that we can be able to see the enemy very clear when he's coming to our country. You cannot kill Moses Wetangula because he has given his perception on how our territorial boundaries should be guarded. Therefore, the issue of 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling, or 1 man, 1 kilometer, 1 shilling is an issue of debate. It's not an issue whereby powerful men like the CS for eternal security can say it is a barbaric way of doing things. There could be some reasons for them taking such a positions, but we have a history why we can say CS Kindiki is condemning the deputy president. One, we know that prior to 2022 general elections, they were shortlisted with the deputy president, from which the UDA or the Kenya Kwanza was to choose one powerful person who could secure the position. But the clever Gachagua was, he organized his residents back at home at Nyeri, who did demonstrations that if you don't put Gachagua to that position, then we will vote for Mother Karua. And this caused panic among those who were in the panel, and Gachagua was given. So that's how much clever the Gachagua whom you are dealing with now is. So this could be an avenue whereby CS Kindiki is hitting back. Want to show him, to depict him as an ethnic figure. The reason why I gave the first example is because people think very differently, and that's why there is, even from our classical political thinkers, they talk of tolerance, dialogue, and discussions. Remember, when the former president and the Right Honorable Raila Odinga were proposing for a referendum so that they could sneak in some of the issues that today regarding Gachagua is on, he had not been fully in the government. He was a one-term member of parliament. Maybe he never understood how resources are distributed. Today is the vice president. He is in charge of the resource distribution because he chairs the governors meeting. Yes, come a time when he's wondering, why is it that some constituencies are able to fully educate their children without straining. While others, if it comes to giving of bursaries, they will hardly give 2,000. If they give 3,000, the member of parliament is everywhere singing that he has done wonders. While others can fully give 10,000 and above, and they are very comfortable. Like now, if I give I can give an example of my governor, that is Marathi, when he was in Nairobi, that is Dagoretti East, he usually gave more than 10,000 as a bursary. Today in Kisii, the match he can give is 3,000. Probably that's why he's talking of Kisii 1. So those are some of the issues that need to be tackled. These individuals, both those who are for 1 man, 1 kilometer, 1 shilling, and 1 man, 1 vote, and 1 shilling, should come together and look at how can those who are either benefiting with the formula that they purport to be saying can maintain that, while these others who are not able to tackle the issue of school fees can as well maintain or be able to be uplifted. So there is no war. There is no ethnic divisions. These are ideas which are being brought together for people to digest. There is no reason as to why Mutai Kaiga from Nyeri should go on threatening the president that this is what should be done, if not so. No. These are ideas. You have your legislators, you have to discuss with them, they have to discuss with others and see what can be done. Wangi Gunjuri, member of parliament for Laikipia West, today was saying, or was reminding Gachagua that for you to do what you want or you are saying, there has to be a referendum or an issue of parliament. That is true. There has to be a referendum or a parliamentary proceedings or debates in order to maybe pass the bill if brought to parliament. But before then, there has to be a debate. People have got to be informed. Why is this? We need to be taken to parliament so that maybe those who feel threatened see it as a way of using the numbers in parliament. Also, I also had Murkomen saying that if we go this way, we are sacrificing Kenya. Murkomen should also not be condemned, according to that's my opinion, because that's what he thinks. Murkomen thinks if you go with 1 shilling, 1 man, 1 vote, you are sacrificing Kenya. That's why initially I said people think differently. That is their political ideology. This is where ration or thinkers should come in and discuss, come up with proposals, what should be done. For example, there is this young man, Ndindi Nyoro. He has been credited in terms of academic. how he is funding his academic in his constituency. Members of parliament should do a parliamentary proceeding there one time and learn what is taking place there, because I understand, of course I will go one of these days, that every room or classroom has been tiled, while you go to other places where they receive funds the same as him, children probably are being sent clay so that they can make the floor. So that's why they should or make their parliamentary sittings there, ask the people, and from there they make laws or they do some registrations so that it is applicable all over Kenya. It's not a miracle. It's not going to Middle East, not going to maybe Asia to look on what you can do. Some of these things have been done in Kenya. Just ask Ndindi Nyoro on education matters, because if they are able to pay 1,000 and the people are comfortable and the classes are built, the money should be credited, and they should leave alone those who come up with the ideas. They should not demonize them. Even the issue of Central, out of Mount Kenya, Western, there are those people who also believe on regionalism. They believe that once they are united, they have a bargaining power. Why should you condemn them? When you condemn such issues, is when you make a mistake, is when you create ethnic animosity. The issue of one man, one vote, one man, 1 kilometer, 1 shilling has been debated all over. When Gachagua was in in Samburu the other day, the Samburu governor and the senator gave their mind. There was no war. It is not an issue that he has been crossing for you or what. It can be an issue that should be brought on the table for discussions. Because this is what we need, and it should not be an issue just to only gain political mileage. It should be an issue that should be people-centered. Furthermore, if we can also ask of the one man, one vote, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, yeah, and 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling. 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 kilometer, and 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote. If we can ask about this question, about what they have been receiving, probably they may not tell us. If they are able to come up with the statistics, then this will make it more varied. Maybe compare what with those people whom they say that they are taking one shilling, 1 kilometer, 1 vote. If they can compare and tell us that if you look at this and ours, then there is a big difference. Bearing in mind that some of those places have been given equalization fund because they have been left behind for a long time. So that money is meant to bring them to the same level. However, the money is not meant to make these other communities become stagnant. So the debate should be carefully handled, because after that others will say we give more revenue to the national government. Therefore, what do we expect? As we give more revenue, you also expect to be given more. So it's an issue of debate. It's not an issue of calling someone ethnic, attacking others, while we have a National Assembly and the Senate where you should discuss those issues in a very sober manner in your committees, so that you come up with an amicable resolution. This is an issue of resource distribution, which of course resources have caused conflicts in most of the African countries, even in Kenya included. So when tackling the issues or any issue of resource allocation, do not or never bring in issues of ethnicity. Take those issues to parliament for discussions. It should not be a war. People think differently. Once you allocate resources, like now, the last year budget, people don't see that it has done anything. So they have to go back to the drawing board and ask, why don't we see anything? So these people, when they look at the formula, they want to know, why are we not able maybe to support our people? Maybe they have so many committees. Maybe they are getting similar amount of resources, but they have so many committees, or they have open pockets. They are stealing money. So all of those avenues should be looked at. Why are we not able to support our pupils in school? Should we make a fund so that wherever the Minister for Finance stands in Parliament during budget day, the money is allocated directly by the ministry? Because actually in Kenya, all of the people deserve to be educated by the government. Bursaries should probably come to support those who cannot be able to eat, not to pay for school fees as it is now. So bursaries should be meager, but school fees should be cleared. That's what we call modern forms, sophisticated education. The children are for the state. Actually, one should give birth and take for the state to take the child to school, because at the end of the day, he's going to work and benefit the state more than he will benefit his parents. He will be working for the state and for the generations. That's why the state should be on the spot in promoting right from basic education to the highest level to its citizens. Therefore, I don't see, on my honest opinion, I don't see as to why leaders should keep on fighting one another because of one man, one vote, one shilling, one man, 1 kilometer, 1 shilling. That is not an issue, a big issue. It is only a difference in ideology, a difference in the social education, which should be looked not by bookwormers, because what we are today suffering in Kenya is bookwormers. because our state is surrounded by bookwormers as economic advisors. By bookwormers, I mean those who have no book knowledge, those people who have maybe learned through scholars, what, so they provide book knowledge and they don't have the real experience. They just maybe can take the blend of bottom up, but they cannot give the manner in which the bottom up can be implemented. Soon I will produce or I will make an episode on bookwormers in those offices, how they are pulling the state behind. Thank you.